Kingdom? Oh, no.
You only ever meet a lawyer on the worst day of your life.
I think you might be needed down at the police station.
When people are in trouble,
She has rights, Mr. Kingdom. Human rights.
they need someone to fight their corner.
You can take me to court. I ain't giving him back.
Someone who listens.
Thongs are for ladies. This one's killing me.
Someone who's sensitive.
You are a low-life, scum-sucking waste of skin.
Knowledgeable.
Have you heard of dogging?
Yes, Aunt Doyle, I have.
And restrained. Stephen Fry is a lawyer with a difference.
Don't be absurd.
And he's back on ITV in the comedy drama Kingdom.
I want to do what you do. Solicit.
Well, it's not quite the word we use.
Taking you onto the set.
Who are all these people?
Talking to the cast.
This is what happens when you approach gypsies, you see.
And the crew.
It is definitely Friday.
Going behind the scenes.
And Stephen Fraser said, I'm terribly sorry, but you're doing Michael Howard.
With the stars of the series.
Walking and speaking at the same time? No.
Revealing all. Kingdom is a new 6-part series bringing Stephen Fry back to ITV after 14 years. Shot entirely on location in Norfolk, it's been 6 months in the making and has taken even longer to bring to the screen.
Kingdom was an idea that I had about 2 years ago. Wanted to do a story about a market town solicitor who helped people out and was kind of quite a codependent character and spent his time helping people more than doing the law. And it occurred to me that Stephen would make just an absolutely fantastic character for this. And so I had a conversation with Stephen about a year ago, and he embraced the idea very warmly and became involved in the process. And out of that came Kingdom.
I play Peter Kingdom, and when the series starts, we know that Peter's brother has committed suicide by going into the sea.
Here are your brother's things. Sign here, Mr. Kingdom. Sea always gives up its dead.
So Peter's alone running what is called Kingdom and Kingdom.
So, how can I help you, Mrs. Collins?
I want to separate from my husband.
He's an interesting man. I like him very much. I think in some ways he's has much in common with me, which is why I welcomed the part and it suited me. He sets an enormous store by affability, if you like, or politeness, kindness to people, just treating people well, being friendly with them. And there's something rather, I suppose you'd say, lonely about him, or isolated. He doesn't reveal his true emotions very easily and clearly, and I think that's quite true of me. And on the one hand, you can be very warm and friendly and open to people, or try to be, as I do, and Peter certainly manages to be. But also there's a kind of armour which is never pierced by anybody.
I picked these up yesterday.
Would you like me to...
Yeah, I'll have to go through them. The police will probably want them back.
You're all right.
Me? Gosh, yes. Yes.
Never been all righter.
I think Stephen is the perfect Peter Kingdom.
Peter Kingdom?
As a man, he has tremendous humility, and he's able to bring that to his performance. And Peter Kingdom is a man who is driven by humility and vulnerability, as well as intelligence and wit and all of those other things. This would be a totally different beast if it didn't have Stephen's involvement.
So, Stephen, you've just driven up.
Yeah.
Then you're knocking on the door, but then you're cleverly going to be in here with the water missing you.
Like the lovers under the waterfall in Blue Lagoon or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
I think people from all walks of life like him because he appeals to people on a very human level.
Nice stinging nipples, thanks for that.
Yes?
Go ahead. Pleasing. When you did it with shorts.
I did the shorts, yes. I always
It just shows you'd never ask an actor to do anything you weren't prepared to do yourself, except a love scene.
What Stephen's very good at is being natural on camera and being very sympathetic in a way that the audience, we hope, will love.
Mr. Narbutovich!
Hey! I told you, I need to speak to my lawyer.
I am your lawyer, Mr. Narbutovich.
Ah, you imposter. You're not Roger Kingdom.
No, he died 3 years ago. I'm his son.
This sort of family lawyer meets people in all kinds of circumstances and is very much connected with the community in which he lives.
And that community is a fictional market town in Norfolk.
Norfolk is an intensely beautiful county that you've never really seen in a television series. And it's like another character, actually.
What Great Britain is to Europe, Norfolk is to Great Britain. It's a slightly isolated, eccentric, has a strong sense of its own ancient rights and privileges, but without the bloody-mindedness of Yorkshire and Cornwall, which are a little bit overdone, in my opinion.
There's a peculiar quality to the light here. There's a bigness of horizon, and the beaches are very spectacular.
I can really understand why people are passionate about it and why people are drawn here. It's got its own very particular thing going on. And the only way you'd know what that was to come here and sort of feel it, really. But it is extraordinary.
I had obvious personal reasons for wanting to shoot it in Norfolk. One is that I come from here, and the second is that I live here. So for me, it's a kind of payback for the pleasure Norfolk has given me. That sounds terribly greasy, but I suppose I mean by that I think it has extraordinary qualities and depths of uniqueness that have never been registered on the screen properly. It's not all ooh-ah and mangle wurzels and things that are very, very old-fashioned.
Despite a search which covered the whole of Norfolk, the producers couldn't find one town which did the job, so they used 4.
We've got Swaffham as the main centre of Market Shipborough, and that brings together the pub, Kingdom, all the local shops. And then also we've got Castle Acre, where we're filming today, and then we're suggesting that the harbour is a mile away. There's a good, you could probably walk it. And we've brought Wells in, makes our bit of a coastline there, and also Holcombe Bay, where Peter Kingdom goes and does his musing. But everything's supposed to be more or less in walking or cycling distance.
Coming up, an appointment with royalty.
I feel a bit like Prince Charles. Do you do a lot of this? You sound like it.
And the lowdown on the lingerie.
It's the bra. If the bra fits, the character falls into place.